If I did everything gay dudes requested via OnlyFans in the first month, I probably would have made 50 grand.
Like what? What did they request?
I got it. They're like jerk off and like bust on your chest and shit like that. Like it's wild.
Wait, and you said no?
Yeah, I got tattoos, man. Everybody would know it's me. Yeah, it's too recognizable.
What's up, everybody? We are back with your Sunday Scoop. I am your host, Kamari Love, and I'm joined by my co-host, Rich.
What up?
And Lani.
Hey.
Lonnie's back. Week
Lani's
2.
back.
I made it.
Are you a regular?
I don't know yet.
You a regular, Lonnie?
We getting there.
We'll see.
We getting there.
Okay.
Don't blow it. Hold up.
Is this SAG?
Yeah. That's right.
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah.
I
don't even. Can you even be on this?
You're going to get the
know.
residuals.
like
Don't even worry about it.
That's on camera.
Yes.
That's
You
on
got the
camera.
residuals, okay?
Cut it up.
As always, we are here live at the world famous Laugh Factory at Hollywood, California. And thank you guys for joining us.
At Chocolate Sundae.
At Chocolate Sundaes, yes.
Comedy show.
Today on the show, we have
Matt
Rife. Woo-woo! What's up?
Chilling. How y'all doing?
Great.
Good.
Great. White people may confuse him with Ellen DeGeneres, but black people know y'all don't look alike.
Black people know we don't look alike.
They do. They don't. They do.
It's flattering.
He just dropped his debut comedy special, OnlyFans, which is streaming now on YouTube. And we read that he made love to a few people to make that happen, but that's none of our business.
God, I wish. That made my job so much easier.
That's what I would think. He is no stranger to your TV screen. He's been on Wild 'N Out, Bring the Funny, and most recently, the new film on BET Plus, North of the 10.
Yeah, it's me and Tyler Perry. We run that network now. I'm the same
Gang,
level
gang.
as Tyler Perry. 100%.
Gang, gang. And he is slowly becoming a Sunday Scoop regular. So glad to have you back.
Welcome back,
Excited
man.
to be here, man.
You
I
are.
love this show. This show's been showing me love since like the beginning of my LA career.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Which was at 15? You just said?
I came to visit here at 17 is when Pookey gave me my first spot here. And then
From
I moved
where?
here from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, I was coming out here just to visit, just to see LA for the first time. And then I moved out here at 17. And then this is like one of the first spots to like give me regular.
So how
Showtimes.
long did you do comedy in Ohio before you came?
About a year and a half. Yeah, I started at 15 and I moved out here at like I just turned 17.
That is
Were you able to do the same type of sets in Ohio as you could in LA, or did you have to change?
At the time, I only had one set,
Yeah.
so I just kind of had to do anything that I could
about
think of at
Legos?
the time. Yeah. I mean, I was never really like a kid comic. I never really talked about like how crazy school was or like my lunch was never made or anything like that. I feel like I always performed for 30 to 40-year-olds. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I feel like my content was usually kind of generally for everybody.
Makes sense.
That was when you started pulling MILFs?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I just seemed desperate and hungry. And they were like, oh, I can fix him.
Yeah. Like, come here, baby.
Yeah.
Come here.
Did your parents come out with you? Because 17. So you just.
I graduated high school early and just moved out here, stayed on a friend's couch for like, I think I was for a year, was on the couch. Yeah, my mom just came out to LA to visit for the first time the summer of 2020. During COVID, she came out. Yeah.
That's love.
I know. She had never come out here before. She was so unimpressed.
I was about to say, she's
So
like, what is
unimpressed.
this?
She doesn't care at all. She's so blue collar. We went to Hollywood Boulevard and she was like, looks cooler on camera. Yeah, I know. People don't realize like LA is like a work city.
Yes.
This isn't like a fun vacation hotspot, I don't think. Like there's no reason to live here if you're not working here. She came for like 5 days and by day 2 she was like, what are we doing now? I was like, we've done everything really.
Where'd you take her? Like, what was on the agenda?
I mean, all the touristy stuff. Griffith, Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica, Malibu, stuff like that.
Literally all the
You
touristy
did all that
stuff.
in 2 days?
Pretty
Did you
much.
take her to Roscoe's? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
I didn't. I definitely should have. Damn.
That would have sealed it. She would have been
I
like,
didn't
this
even
place
think
all
about
right.
that. Fuck.
Them waffles is crap.
I don't even
Like,
think they have a Roscoe's in Ohio.
They definitely don't.
But we do have Waffle House. So convenience
I know.
wise.
Like,
Yeah.
It's not quality of food competition, but convenience wise, Waffle House is fucking smacking.
Yeah.
I feel like they got the same crack in the waffles. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty good.
Waffle House is for sure more ratchet than Roscoe's.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
People
Waffle
be
House
fighting.
is dangerous.
No, literally.
Yeah, when you get done smacking the shit out of him, can you make my eggs? Like, just it's so cordial.
Over easy.
Don't the cooks like fight too?
All the
Cooks
time.
fight.
Anybody can
They
get it.
let you cook your own waffles at Waffle House sometimes.
No, they don't.
I've seen the videos
No.
on TikTok. Yeah, there's people that are like, oh shit, the cooks ain't
No, you're
here.
actually lying though.
No, deadass. I'll find it during
That
this
is
podcast.
the
I will
most raggedy
find.
thing I've heard.
That's amazing.
That has to be a health code violation.
I mean, have
probably
you
is.
been in a Waffle House? All the
no
counters
floor.
and floors are just covered in like excess waffle and
Yeah.
eggs everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross and delicious.
But it hits.
At like 3 in the morning. I heard it's only
Part
good
of the
at 3 in the morning
aesthetic.
when you're
From
drunk.
like 10 p.m. to about 4 a.m. You don't want it for actual breakfast, but
Yeah.
yeah, drunk breakfast for
Yeah.
sure.
No, and did you see? There's a video that went viral where the cook showed like how they determine what the different dishes are and stuff. Did you see that?
No.
It's like they put like a jam in the top left, and that means like butter on toast, and then like
You hear
a
that,
squirt
Joel?
of something on
Toast.
the bottom right. A squirt on the bottom right means eggs over easy or something. It was like this weird system.
But how they
have
write
their
down
plate.
on the pen pad?
But they don't write it. No, it's like how they give it
That's
to
some
the
real
chef.
OG
This is
shit.
at
the
Waffle
cook.
House across the nation.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a
shit.
standard thing, but it was like way out stuff, nothing normal. Like none of it made sense on why they did
They've
it.
got this whole hidden language
Yeah.
amongst themselves.
If you've worked at
That's
Waffle
surprising.
House, we want to know
Please.
what is this code?
Yeah, what kind of Freemason shit is going on behind the
Writing
scenes at Waffle
hieroglyphics.
House?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
That's
want to
what
know.
it was like.
Yeah.
Fucking Da
I
Vinci
didn't know
Code to
that.
get some goddamn waffles. My God, okay. I'm impressed.
Anyway, so comedy since you were 15,
15.
that is crazy. Isaiah Kelly gets all the love for being a young comic, but you started like right around when he might have started at like 12 or 13.
I think he
but-
started at 12 or 13, but like it's his dad. His dad's a phenomenal comic and has been for a very long time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I had a dad, period, I would have loved some help as well.
That went deep.
We can
I
unpack
know,
that,
I
honestly.
know.
If you wanna
I've always
talk
wondered
about
why I bought it with black people so much. It's just lack of parenting. That's
Like,
what
oh
it
my
is.
God.
Found it.
That's the commonality. That's the through
Honestly,
line.
we're not mad.
I was like, is it taste in music, taste in food, art and culture? Nope, just parenting.
We don't know.
Parenting.
Do you know your daddy?
I know my dad. I don't fuck with that nigga like
I don't
that.
really
no
Man,
fuck
give
more.
me your card, man. You're not even using it right.
Yeah,
Trash.
yeah. Like I'm cool with him. You know what I mean?
Do you know your dad?
Yeah.
Closer to him?
No,
That's hot.
not at all. He dipped very, very early. Appreciate that, honestly.
Daddy issues?
No, truthfully. Like,
Happy Father's Day.
Let's save the episode.
just
yeah.
a
I think Lani knows her
Just a touch.
father. Lani, you know your father, right?
I apologize. I know my father.
Wow.
I love
Of
him
course you
very
do.
much.
Dismissed.
Of course you do.
But-
You're dismissed.
White privilege.
My mom though,
Yeah?
is how y'all feel about German dad. So
Yeah.
You need
Okay,
to
so
talk to her?
relatable.
no, I do talk to her now, but she was out of my life like my entire childhood.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like
My dad raised me.
Like what age range was she gone predominantly?
Like a 0, like born to like 30,
Did
27.
did the music just get
Music's
really loud?
So loud. I love hearing the
Show's
whisper
over.
song come on when you talk about your mother issues.
Wait, you see my
Hello, Mama. I wish you were here. Wish you was here. Wish you was in my life. Wish you was here. Wish you was in my life. Wish you was here.
bars.
Wait till I meet my mom. Wait till I meet my mom.
That bitch. That. Ooh.
Continue. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
that was
Your
it.
sad family. What was it?
But no, we just got close recently in like the last 10 years. She was
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
does it make up for it?
No.
No. You're not forgiving and forgetting.
You're not letting go and letting God.
Yeah.
No, I have since I don't hold any grudges to her anymore.
That's
Okay.
good.
No.
Good. You smooth it over.
Growth.
Anyway, this is about you, Matt. I don't know why we're.
It's
I
getting a
was,
little hot over there, huh?
I was just trying to let y'all know that I also don't have 2 parents in my life. Okay.
That's how she stays at the table. She was like, wait.
Wait. Everything's
in
not
this.
cool. The holidays are still awful. Got it.
Don't get it twisted.
Okay, so tell us about how you got in comedy as a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
I started at an open mic at the Columbus Funny Bone in Ohio. I was a huge fan of like Dave Chappelle and Dane Cook were like my main 2 influences when I was like 12, 13. I became a fan. And then when I was 15, I did like one talent show in my school, and I just loved it. Did stand up for it. Stand up.
That is, I've never seen a stand-up comedian in a talent show.
School
in high
talent
school.
show.
Yes.
Well, I mean, at the time it
does
was like I
that?
did like 2 jokes that I read online, and I just did some crowd work, like roasting some shit about my school. I mean, it wasn't good, but like it was fun.
Yeah.
So when I was 15, I realized like what open mics were. I was like, oh, this is like the starting point. So I remember going to the Funny Bones website and being like, oh, it says 21 and up, like most comedy clubs. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess I could just shoot them an email and see if they get back to me. So I was like, hey, I know it says 21 and up, but like I'm only 15. If I had like a mom or somebody to like come with me, could somebody come? And for some reason, he just said, yeah, sure. As long as you have somebody with you, it's fine. Which is crazy because most club owners would be like, nah, I'm not risking my liquor license. Like, why would I do that?
That is like
Most club owners would be like, what benefit does it have to let somebody start that young? You know what I mean? It only puts my club at risk. But I'm extremely thankful that he didn't say that. So then from there, I just kept going up every week. Wednesdays, my mom or my grandpa would drive me there, and I would do like 5 minutes. And then from there, I did my first ever guest spot for D.L. Hughley. Who I only knew from Soul Plane at the time. Bro, didn't even know what Kings of Comedy was.
He was in Soul Plane?
He was the bathroom attendant.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
in it
God.
for like
In the
3
bathroom.
minutes.
Honestly.
When they go to have sex in the bathroom, he's just in the corner, like, it's a cameo.
When he's like, come on, David, in that scene, when the guy's
He's,
like,
he's talking to John Witherspoon.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He's in it for
gotta
like
run it
3
back.
minutes, and that's all I
Yeah.
knew him from. and I kept bringing it up when I was right. He's like, hey man, you gotta stop mentioning Soul Plane. And I was like, well,
Oh my God.
What the fuck is going on back there? What was that?
is that a person? Did someone just fall through?
is Will Smith here? what the fuck is going on right
It's
now?
aggressive energy. Are they good? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
But you only
D.L.
know him from
Hughley.
Soul Plane,
D.L.
so
Hughley,
stop
yeah.
talking about that.
Yeah. So I did the shows for him. He asked me to stay all weekend. I did, and then from there, he and I just went back and forth on Twitter for a while. From that, manager out of Atlanta kind of took me under his wing. I moved down to Atlanta the summer between my junior and senior year. Was working at his club like 9 to 11 shows a week. I was just on every show.
Of high school?
Man.
Yeah, this was like the
That is
summer between my
nuts.
junior and
Matt,
senior
that's
year.
crazy.
And
I
the
know.
confidence you have to just take that on knowing.
Well, when you're from Ohio, like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? You're like, anything to get the fuck out of here. It's
said,
fun. I
"Fuck
stayed
it, we
on.
ball."
So I was gonna stay out a young comic. His and his girlfriend were gonna let me stay on his couch, and he got arrested my 3rd day there, and I'm supposed to stay there for like 2.5 months.
Matt got the full black experience.
Bro,
all right.
his girlfriend let me stay the entire summer on the
Yeah.
couch. I just crashed there. Was doing shows, passing out tickets and stuff during the daytime.
Yeah.
And then came back to Ohio, graduated high school early, moved out to LA, and then just started doing the rounds here at the clubs and stuff.
Did you write him like a thank you note to jail? Like, hey, bro, thanks for letting me crash this
No,
summer.
but I didn't sleep with his girlfriend, so that's
Honestly,
kind of an
it's the
underrated thing.
equivalent.
you
That was
know
my
what I
next
mean?
question.
I was wondering too. That's the equivalent.
Did she try to throw it at you?
I don't think so. I was also like a boy, like a child.
What is
At
this?
15, like I still feel like 19, 20. So at the time I was 15, I probably came across as like 12 or 13.
Got you.
But yeah, it was a life-changing summer, man. It was a great time. So that was kind of like the beginning process of it, and then yeah, moved out here in beginning of January 2013.
Who was helping you structure your jokes and like your writing?
Nobody really. I mean, all you really can do as an up-and-coming comic is just watch other comics. And obviously you don't steal their shit, but you can, of course, you're going to base things off of your idols and the people you watch and love to watch the most because they share probably the same sense of humor that you do. So it's really just studying formats, writing, timing, stage presence, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it just has to be you, which takes years and years to just be able to do, which is crazy. It takes years to develop just being you on stage. And that probably hit me like, I'd say like 3 years ago. I'd say like I finally like, I understand my voice on stage. I know how to write now for myself. So it just takes time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was nobody like directly helping. I never had anybody to like really help me structure a set or anything. And anybody who's tried, I've been like, that just doesn't feel right, you know?
What do you mean, like your voice now? So what is it? What do you think you figured out about yourself?
It's so hard
Who
to-
are you, Matt Rife?
It's a very deep description. I don't really know how to put it in words. It's just a comfortability and a tone. And I think it comes from, like, the best way I can kind of use it as an analogy is like, you ever be like repeating a story that happened to you that was hilarious to your friends? exactly how you would tell it to your friends is how I like to talk on stage, which is just so loose and so free and just myself. And that's probably a very confusing description, but it's the best I could describe it. I want the show to feel intimate. I want the people to feel like they're my homies. We're just hanging out like in the living room or something.
Whenever I see your clips on social, like I'll be in his DMs all the time, like, bro, crowd work on 100, killing it. Da, da, da. But it's so true because I feel like not a lot of comedians that are coming up, they're comfortable going off script.
Definitely.
And I feel like when I watch you live, it's like you have your structure, you have your set, but you're also very, very comfortable just being like to the audience and doing that crowd work, and that takes so much confidence, man.
Thank you, man. You know, it's funny. I was actually telling somebody the other day because they were talking about like feeling stiff in your set. Because I mean, a lot of people don't understand comedy that you do a set. You predominantly do the same jokes over and over again, night after night, improving them and adding and subtracting stuff to them, obviously.
Yeah.
But for me personally, if I'm doing an hour-long show, I love to do like 10 to 15 minutes of crowd work. It's fun for me. It mixes things up. And I put it right in the middle of my set. So for me personally, I feel the most comfortable once I've started doing crowd work. The second half of my set is always better than the first half to me. And the first half is like, it's great jokes. They're well written out, structured things that I'm like, I know these work to start the show out, but like I have the most fun once I start doing crowd work. You just never know what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah. No, in the crowd. Oh, I just heard the sound go out.
It's been doing that a little bit, but I think it's okay.
The crowd likes that. I think that's why the second part of your set's probably better because I think they know that you're off the cuff, and I think they appreciate and respect you as a comedian.
Because it's a risk.
Yeah,
it is.
It's definitely a risk.
I've noticed a lot of comedians can't do it. They're two very different. It's like a freestyle rapper versus like someone who just has their set written. Like not a lot of comedians do it well.
Yeah, but you have to pick and choose your moments, obviously. Like the main rule in comedy, like timing is so important. Like you might not want to start your show out with crowd work, 'cause if it doesn't hit, then people now they're already weary. And you might not want to do it at the very end of your set because maybe you've had a killer set and then you get nothing for the crowd work. Now you have to end the show on kind of nothing. So the middle is kind of the sweet spot. I used to open for a lot of comics who would do like 2-hour shows. Like Joe Coy used to do like 2-hour shows. Ralphie May used to do like 3-hour shows. Now Ralphie was an anomaly and could pull it off. He could do a full 3-hour show of crowd work and everybody would be loving it. But whenever I would watch Joe,
I don't think I've seen who.
Ralphie May.
I don't think I've seen Ralphie May.
He's dead now.
Okay.
Big dude.
Big
glasses,
dude.
white
One
guy.
of the hands down top 5 comedians of all time. Fucking genius. One of the greatest guys I ever knew.
Write that on my list.
Yeah,
He's got so many specials on Netflix. If they're still up there.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Ralphie May.
Okay. But whenever I would watch Joe Coy, one of the things I took away was he was really good at crowd work. Really, really good at it. But he would do it like after an hour-long show, and he would do like 45 minutes of crowd work. And by that time, after an hour-long show, if you're not murdering, the crowd's a little bit tired.
Yeah.
A little bit. So if you're only talking to the people in the front row, not only is the crowd already a little bit exhausted, but the people in the back can't see what's happening. For more than a couple minutes, after that long of a show, you can't do crowd work for too long because then they have no idea what's going on. So I remember like I'd be in the back of the show, sold out room, the people in the back being like, okay, like I don't know what he's talking about up there. Everybody's loving it, but I have no clue what he's saying. So I mean, there's a lot to be learned about it for sure, but I love it. It's one of the most fun parts.
Yeah, being so young and being able to do it, that's tough to be so confident and so young. That's really rare.
That really
I really didn't realize how young you were.
Well, that's the other thing. Confidence is another good point of it. That's also why I love doing it in like the middle of the show because by then you've gained some trust. Like they know you're funny now.
Yeah,
and that's obviously so important.
That's
like,
you got to win them over.
Oh, absolutely. People don't understand. Once you have fans and people are coming out to a show, they pay money to see you specifically. Your job's a lot easier because they already think you're funny. They already want to laugh at everything you say. And I'm just now at that point in my career where I am starting to sell out shows and people are coming out to me, and it's so different, man. It's so I love it. It's what I've always wanted, and it's what I want to have for the rest of my life. But like, there's a little bit of pressure, and I kind of miss having to prove myself. I mean, I still have to, obviously. You still have to be good. You have to meet their expectations. 100%. Absolutely. Like going into a crowd full of people who have no idea who you are, don't even want to like you, and making them laugh just feels a little bit more rewarding.
Yeah.
Is it like that getting women too? Is it easier now?
No,
Do you miss the chase?
No, I don't miss the chase at all. Please, no more chases. Please, for the love of God. Just
I'm done with the character
If you want to
development.
smash, do it. Just say that.
What's your handle right here to the camera?
At Matt Rife. At MATTRIFE.
Hashtag just say it.
Hashtag just say
Wait,
it.
so you're single?
I am single.
Okay.
As fuck.
Do people think you come off as a fuckboy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about
You
it,
definitely
right?
have that.
In my last special, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To clarify, you are or you aren't?
I'm retired.
Okay.
I'm reformed.
How many years retired?
How many months?
I feel like
Said
3 days.
I'm like 2 years retired.
He said I'm on a cleanse right now.
A 3 day.
It's Passover, so I mean, I'll make my rounds back. No, I had a lot of fun when I was younger.
25.
No, be honest, I
Back in my day.
He was in the clubs at 15 though. No, you did.
I didn't lose my virginity till my first girlfriend when I was 17, 4 months before I moved to LA. So when I moved to LA, I also was not a cute kid. Cute in the sense that like a little kid is cute, but not in like a I want to fuck you kind of way.
I seen you on Wild 'N Out like the early days. You had like a little glow up situation.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, bro.
So when that kicked off, rightfully so, I capitalized. I was making up on all this lost time. So it's like, was I a fuckboy? Yeah, for sure. But like in a designed period of time.
Yeah.
Now
That's okay.
Other than that, I'm much more of a relationship guy. I would love to be in a relationship for years.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
For years. Not like the rest of your life.
Whatever. Stop trying to see something real quick.
Realistically, I don't know.
Maybe lease it out maybe 4 or 5 years.
Lease to own.
Turn it back in. Straight up.
Then renegotiate
But
the
watch
contract.
the miles, though. Watch the miles.
Watch the older models tend to be more reliable.
They do.
Personally.
They are.
Let's
They're better
not
made.
stop, that's for
Older
sure.
models are better made.
They don't make them like they used to.
They sure don't.
They can't roost it like they used to either.
So what is a fuckboy? What is the definition?
It's just slutty man, basically. Somebody who kind of, I guess you could say, this is such a destructive word. Manipulate, I guess.
I was gonna say manipulate is the
call it-
But
first.
manipulative sounds so evil when it's not ill intentioned. You want to fuck. You just want to sleep with people. And I don't think that's wrong. It's animalistic.
I think
Everybody
I think you just
is.
learn the lingo.
I think
you just
that's
know how
the
to get
difference
what you want.
between
Totally.
That's what makes you a fuckboy is when it's intentional.
I think so
I think
too,
it's the
actually.
choice to manipulate.
I think so
That's
too.
what makes you a
And if
great
that's the case,
fuckboy.
I've never been a fuckboy. I've never had to manipulate anybody.
Okay, just your shoulders off.
It's like if a girl wanted to sleep with me, we made it happen. Now, were we gonna date after that? No. But I've always been open and honest about that.
Oh yeah, then you're not a fuckboy. I think a fuckboy is like you lie about things to
No.
sleep with
Yeah.
multiple women.
I can see how that could have been how it can come across as that sometimes. Like sometimes a girl or a guy for either circumstance can assume you're more into them than you really are, when really you're like, okay, that's all I really want. But it comes down to communication. If you haven't expressed your intentions with one another, how can you really know? So I mean, I always have no problem telling a girl, like if we're about to have sex or something, and it's like a very one-off situation, I have no problem being like, hey, just so you know, like
So like right before you put it in, you just be like, hey, I'm not gonna call you tomorrow.
Usually like right before I bust, I'm like, this means nothing, and then I'm like, that's
about right. That's the right
homies.
That's the right timing.
Absolutely.
That's
Because like,
definitely the
what
right
are we gonna do? End it? You know what I mean? No.
Yo, what?
The streets is raggedy. Like what?
The streets.
No, but what's crazy is women especially respect honesty.
No, we really do. Honestly, just
A woman
say what
is
it
more
is.
likely to give you attention if you're like
handle
boldly.
It's true.
The truth or honesty. A version.
It depends on what the truth is about. Intentions
And depends on the person.
Intentions and the person. I think they really appreciate the honesty. I've definitely been with a girl who I've been open and honest with, and she's been like, well, I don't want to do that, but you were so honest about it. I feel like I need to suck your dick. And you're like, well, the truth will set you free. So,
won't he do it?
won't he do
Every
it?
time.
So yeah, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never like an evil fuckboy or anything. I was just a young guy who finally got a jawline and was trying to capitalize on it. That's all.
That's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, I would never like. I could happily like when the Me Too shit was going on. I was like, I don't ever have to worry about anything. I don't feel like I ever disrespected a woman. Ever.
That's important.
Or made her feel uncomfortable.
No,
in
you
any way.
you ride a really good line. Like I've always told you, you know you're attractive, but you don't come off as super arrogant. You talk about yourself on stage. I feel like people know you look good, but you don't seem conceited. So I think that's why you come across really well on stage.
Yeah, you mask it really well, Matt.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. masking. No, it's like it's always a conception that people go.
They don't care at all.
Are we at the movies right now?
No, basically.
We're at the Magic Johnson Theater. That's what this feels like.
Matt, you got 3 more black jokes before
I
you're
didn't think anybody heard it.
I heard.
At the Magic Johnson Theater. God damn.
You get unlimited black jokes, but you get 3 more.
3 more? Okay, that's plenty.
We were talking about masking your arrogance.
Masking your arrogance. Okay, so a lot of people will like assume like exactly what you just said. Like you're good looking.
Yeah.
I don't feel that way. I genuinely don't. My entire high school experience was like never getting girls. I was never the good looking guy ever. So like even when I look in the mirror now, I go, that's like, it's fine. It's like your body could be better. This could be better. This could be better. Whatever. But I understand that other people think I'm good looking. I know. I acknowledge that that's what they think. I don't think of myself like that at all. Like for me, if you put me up against like dudes who are actually fucking good, look at like young Leonardo DiCaprio, Timothy Chalamet, like really fucking good looking guys, or Justin Bieber. It's like I don't actually look like those guys. I think I look good for a comedian.
Do people think Justin Bieber looks good? Like
really?
No,
I think he's such a good looking guy.
No, he's like swaggy and he's cute.
I think
he
he's
can
Justin
sing.
Bieber.
Yeah,
I
don't think
it's like the name more than
He's
anything.
Could be. Shawn Mendes, good looking guy.
I'm so fucking
I don't
old.
even know
Can
who-
you use references? I know.
Who's Shawn
Vanilla
Mendes?
Ice.
Like Brad Pitt.
Singer?
Brad Pitt. There you go. Brad Pitt. Perfect example.
Is Brad Pitt considered
Yeah.
generically across the board?
Yes.
Yes.
He got
Or
Still.
the guy that plays
Yeah.
Thor.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth.
I think he's
Yeah. That's
like the
wild.
white
Yeah,
guy,
so it's like
yes.
next to those
The white
guys,
guy.
I don't fucking look good. But it's like next to fucking, I don't need to say names. A lot of comedians.
You got to list all the ugly
But-
fucking comedians.
We don't have enough time. Next to Pete Davidson, yeah, I would say so. I would definitely say so. But it's like that's also not a thing that works for your favor in comedy. Nobody wants to laugh at somebody who looks good.
I know, that's a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is really a thing.
Wow, I never considered that.
So
Literally, like for
I talk
for
about this
women.
a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, men too.
Oh, yeah.
Like we went through this period. Well, Eddie Murphy, his era, Eddie made it sexy. Like women wanted to fuck Eddie, but then it became this whole thing where you can't be attractive. People won't laugh, and it was just these like nerdy, quirky alt comics. Yeah, and it's like, why can't comedians be sexy? Kevin Hart really is the first one that brought us back.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
not. It's
'cause
just not.
Chris Rock. I mean, Cat Williams. I don't think anyone would say was sexy. He was like, pimp whole thing. But like, Kevin was really the first one recently that made it back like cool and sexy.
Yeah, it's just a psychological thing. You go like, oh, this person's good looking. They don't have as many problems as I do in life. And that's not true. It's like more money, more problems.
Like
More
More beauty, more problems.
More beauty, more
more
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely true. I still go through that shit.
no.
You think I want?
Wait. Let's just take a moment.
No, it's not.
You think I-
Wait.
You think
Did you just hear what Kamar said? Kamar said, yeah, I know that life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We go through stuff too, man. Okay.
No.
it is hard here too.
Sorry,
Okay.
these above average looking people over here. What are we?
Yeah, fucking BLM, man. Beautiful lives matter.
Come
okay.
on.
My
Come
God.
on. Where's your
No.
We
poster?
go through shit. We suffer just like y'all.
I'm sure
okay.
you do.
It's hard.
You think I want to have sex with all these women? No. I have other
You
things
think I
to
want
do.
free Chipotle?
Your
No,
dick
not
is
my goal.
tired.
No, my dick is tired.
Pretty
Oh my
privilege.
God. Pretty privilege.
Privilege.
It's a
Pretty
thing.
privilege.
That's
is a
also a
thing.
real
It's a
thing.
thing.
That's why when women talk a lot about like how unfairly they are treated, that's not in LA. That is so not the case.
I don't think-
Women
yeah, I
women
agree.
have such an upper hand in LA.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
hot girl I know in LA is just a hot girl in LA. They don't do anything else. They make
Ooh, that's a
hundreds of
conversation.
thousands of dollars. Everything is paid for.
Selling
Everyone they get to
feet pics.
they just get to live the most
Crazy.
extravagant lifestyle for absolutely nothing, just for being a hot girl. The
It's
gap
honestly
gap
sickening.
is closing. They're either just a hot girl or they produce comedy shows. It's one or the other.
That's the range.
Yep.
That's it.
No other options.
None.
Dang.
Wait, should I be insulted? Was that
No, it was a compliment.
You said it. Look away. I said, ooh.
It was a compliment.
He said you can't be both hot and produce comedy
No, that's not what I said. You misinterpreted.
And I produce comedy shows.
I said
so
you're either just a hot girl or you produce comedy shows. Hot girls
That
do
means
one
you're
or the
doing
other.
something with it. That was a compliment.
Means you're attractive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know any girls that live that life?
That just sit around, be pretty, and don't do shit.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with them because I can't do that. Like,
You can't do what?
I can't.
They have no personality.
Yeah, I can't really be friends with people who don't know how to hustle, who don't know how to work. Like, I'm a hustler, and
Yeah.
you're just gonna drive me fucking nuts. Like, I can't.
Because it's like, what do you talk about?
Exactly.
Because me
Yeah.
and my good friends, I like talking about business and work and things surrounding careers and stuff.
And
So
God.
if you
It's
don't-
money.
Yeah. So what do you talk about? I
Yeah.
guess you can talk about going out
And you want to grow with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm out hustling all day and all you're doing is sitting home sending feet pics or whatever, it's like, what do we have in common?
Or complaining about what your sugar daddy did and didn't do, and how
Yeah.
he didn't give you $10,000. I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta exit
Absolutely
immediately.
not. No, there's so many red
That's
flags
good.
with that girls in LA.
I'm glad everyone at this table has integrity. I'm glad.
No, I can't.
Dude, if I go to a girl's Instagram, she has a picture of her at Catch. I'm like, nope,
Can't do it.
absolutely not.
Can't do it.
Nope.
This is a weird question.
I like
This is a weird
it.
question.
I bet you do.
No, me and my man we just went to Catch a couple weeks ago. I like it. Their food is actually really good.
I'm gonna take your mom there. 100%. 100%.
Good luck finding her.
Boom.
Wow.
If
No, my mom is very much in my life, and she's a good mother now.
Yes.
So let me.
shout out Lani's mom.
She
Can't
said,
wait to
sorry,
meet
mom,
her.
I'm gonna revert that back.
This is a very strange question, but if you were a woman, would you be a sugar baby?
I could see it.
I want to say yes, but I know the answer is no because I get hit up by gay dudes who offer me that lifestyle all the time, and I'm like, can't do it.
I could see that too.
Can't do it.
Damn.
So it's like, as much as I would love to cash in on that opportunity,
What's the offer?
There's just a line.
Yeah, what is like? Give us an
offer?
example. Like
Like,
what?
oh, a dollar amount.
What's the headline?
let's just say so when I dropped my special a couple months later, I did start an OnlyFans, but it's just comedy and shirtless pictures that are like already kind of out there. Like you can see me
Gotcha.
shirtless on Instagram.
Okay.
You know, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
If I made a good amount of money for that, if I did everything gay dudes requested via OnlyFans in the first month, I probably would have made 50 grand.
50
Like
grand.
what? What did they request?
What they?
I got it.
You don't even have to.
they
this
want-
isn't even
What
like.
they want?
I feel
Oh,
like they want to suck your toes. I feel like
That's
no,
like
minimum, like
no,
surface level.
he's
that's
talking
that's
about-
that's PG stuff.
He's
Yeah.
talking about just on OnlyFans. Like you don't even
Yeah.
have to meet up with them.
No, that's just OnlyFans.
Yeah,
no,
so
there's,
what
there's
were
definitely
the-
dudes like in real life who are like, yeah,
I know,
legit,
but on
like,
OnlyFans,
escort
what
type
were the
shit.
requests on OnlyFans?
Oh, they're like jerk off and like bust on your chest and shit like that. Like it's wild.
Wait, and you said no?
Yeah, I got tattoos, man. Everybody would know it's me. Yeah, it's too recognizable.
But wait, is it gay if you're just doing it by yourself?
Well, here, don't get me wrong. I spent a lot of time contemplating this. I've spent a lot of time
There's
just
truthfully no
staring at my
judgment
dick,
there.
being like,
You're
"Are we
not.
doing this?"
It's not like you're doing it with the.
But, like,
I'm doing it for free every night.
But I
Anyway,
want a wife and kids. Someday I don't want
And the
that to
internet
get
remembers
leaked.
all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They do a pretty
Yeah.
good job of like taking shit down because everything you post on OnlyFans gets watermarked. So like they do a pretty good job of like taking shit down. They have a huge legal team and all that kind of stuff, but it still doesn't stop people. And I'm like, I just don't want to be Kim Kardashian in fucking 15 years when I have a kid and they're like, oh, I can see I can pull up your dad's dick anytime I want. You know what I mean? Like,
Mortified.
I would like a wholesome future and also
Yeah.
I would like to be a respected entertainer.
good.
So.
integrity or whatever.
Yeah, that's like, bro. When
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian like a couple months ago was like crying her eyes out that her kids got somebody like finally brought up to her kids like her sex tape
The
or whatever.
original.
I was like, yeah, you didn't think about that? Of course. And who the fuck feels bad for you?
Yeah. I know.
The life that you're living. You know, I just don't want to be in
Yeah.
that situation.
I thought sometimes I was like, because I know how to use cameras and produce and all of that stuff, and it's like I feel like I'm using my powers for good right now.
For now.
Oh my God.
Right? But I always was like, when Blacked came out,
Oh,
You know what
my
Blacked is?
God. Yes, I'm aware of
What is
Blacked
Blacked?
is. Oh, you
don't
didn't
know?
hear about all those girls getting canceled over doing blackface?
Oh, okay. No, I thought we were talking about something else. Wait, no.
She didn't get it.
I'm like,
All right, so
I missed that. I'm
all
lost.
right, so blackface is when a person does, black makeup on their face.
What you talking about?
Blacked is an it's predominantly usually white women, right?
It's like interracial porn.
But like the biggest black dudes you've ever seen.
And the production quality
phenomenal.
Is so
phenomenal.
Good.
It's short film work.
Not y'all knowing, okay, what's your favorite episode though? Because what?
I don't have one.
I don't have a favorite
Does it have
episode.
like plots? Like a
It's not
storyline?
necessarily
No,
the
but they
plot.
do like a little setup
They
or something
do.
in the beginning, don't
She'll
they?
be looking in the mirror and she'll be like, yeah, you know, I just was really thinking about Jason coming over someday.
Yeah.
And like they do her inner thoughts and like, whoa, porn.
Or
Whoa.
it'll be like her in the bathroom. She's like on the phone,
Yeah.
on an angry phone call. She's like, I just hate having a white boyfriend with a little dick. It's
my
always on like
God.
some cuck shit a little bit.
And that's that bullshit that make bitches be like, I'm an actress.
Oh, absolutely. These
No.
bitches don't know their lines at all. There was definitely not a
And
rehearsal.
then they cut, but then I think really, Matt, what Blacked is doing for the porn community, I really feel like it's elevating the narrative because the scenes that they're in these mansions.
This is true.
And they're in these like luxury high rises, you know what I mean? And it's like visuals are everything. So when you see a successful black man taking down a white girl in a mansion, it's like, wow, he's doing good. Black people are doing better for themselves.
From a white perspective, it also increases racism by like 300%. He's in a mansion too. Oh my God. I can definitely see the most racist piece of shit in the South just
Still
but
jacking off
still
though.
loving it. Absolutely.
I hate it, but I love it at the same time. Ah! Bust.
So many pros and cons. So many pros and cons. But
Oh
it's
my
it's a phenomenal production. You guys should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll add that to the list.
But anyway, in my evil life, I feel like I was the guy who started Black.
The camera guy?
I think I'd be like the production, like the guy. Like I would have started the fucking.
Okay, here's an even weirder question.
I'm down. Match me.
Do you know a guy, a homie that you would be like, you should star in the first episode? Like, do you know any of your homies that are just like hung?
Oh, I wasn't going there, but
I was curious if you knew the whole production. Like, are you cast? Do you know who you would cast?
I feel like I have an idea of who I would cast.
Interesting.
Do you guys know, like, your friends' sizes?
I
That's
do.
a thing?
Yeah,
I don't.
My friend groups definitely do.
Do you guys
Really?
compare, or is it just like a?
No, it has
No.
to happen organically.
Yeah.
Like for me, I was at a party one time and I was like chatting with this girl by the pool. We were talking about dicks or whatever, and I was like, well, here's a picture, basically. And she was like, oh, that's nice. And my friend came over, Jackson, very funny comedian, Jackson McQueen, comes over. He's, whoa. He has a stutter. What we doing over here? We're talking about dicks? Nice, man. Congratulations. Here's mine. And I was like, man, give me my fucking phone back.
With a name like Jackson McQueen,
You know, it's
that's a porn star
porn
name.
name.
That's a porn
that
name.
dick is ruining souls, bro. It's insanity. I wish I never knew. I wish I never fucking
Those
knew.
I feel like at that point,
Pictures,
just
though.
congratulate each other. Like,
Those are
my man.
pictures. Can you tell
Yeah,
by pictures?
but if
I
you-
need a comparison up to something.
definitely your arm. 100%. Definitely.
I feel like that's too
painful.
much. That's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much dick.
But that's
Like-
always a constant conversation because dudes would rather be too big than just right, I feel like.
Yeah.
If a girl tells you, oh, you have like the perfect penis, you're like, I'd like to hurt you a little.
I understand.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even hurt that much.
Yeah, you'd be like, got it.
So back to comedy.
Yeah, we can edit all that out.
Yeah, that was a tangent. I don't know how we got there.
Let's not tag Jackson.
Matt, I need to know why
What'd you say, Lani? I couldn't hear you.
why are you 26 years old with a Hotmail email address?
Why am I 26 years old with a Hotmail address? Because it's like a phone number. Everybody has that one. I don't want to switch over. I have other email addresses, but I never use them.
You have a Gmail?
I have one, but I never use it.
You have to get rid of the
Maybe we should
Hotmail.
start.
It's like
Today's the day.
AOL.
Day
Welcome to
one.
late 20s.
Why?
AOL.
What's wrong with
Earthlink,
Hotmail? It's up and running.
People judge you.
Yahoo,
People judge you, Matt.
Hotmail.
They do.
People judge you.
I don't think they have any right to. No. You have a Gmail?
Yes.
All right, fucking flex on me. All right, that's fine. I don't see any problem with it. It's like I said, it's just like a phone number. Everyone has my Hotmail. So I just don't feel like going through the whole rigmarole of being like, nah, this isn't my email anymore. I don't even know how to set that up. Like an automated response, I guess.
Oh, I
don't
see.
know.
Just have a whole process.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I've upgraded my life. I now have a Gmail.
You now have a Yahoo.
Yeah, definitely. New, upgraded email.
What was the chat? The MSN Messenger? Was that the other thing? Was that on Hotmail?
Yeah.
Or AOL?
Yeah.
AOL.
I think it was AOL.
No,
there was
AOL
Messenger.
Yes.
But there was the MSN Messenger too.
Was that through Hotmail?
Yeah.
I think that's why I kept it.
Uh-huh.
In middle school, that's how I had all my game. It was just MSN Messenger.
It's not broke, don't fix it, you know?
Yeah, it's got me this far.
I would rush home. We would all rush home from school and get straight on the computer to get on Messenger.
Absolutely. God, isn't that crazy?
What was your username? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Mine was the babyface 27.
Da Babyface?
With a DA. Da Babyface 27. Yes. What was yours?
Rapster 1232, because my parents they swore I was gonna get taken if I had a girl name, so I just had to make it sound like a nigga.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
All right.
What was yours?
I don't remember it at all.
Damn.
God, time moves so fast.
It really does.
Technology especially. Remember when you used to have to go over to your friend's house? Like, you just have to, like, ride your bike, like, miles to even see if your friend was home?
Yes.
And if they weren't home, you were like, oh, I rode all this fucking way.
Yeah.
Literally.
Back home.
Okay, extra workout.
I feel like you should have bypassed all that.
I was the I'm
phone?
literally the last
cusp.
generation that had it.
Oh, wow.
My younger sister's like 3 years younger than me, 4 years younger than me. She had a cell phone, the computer was her whole life and everything. I was the last. Somebody 1 year younger than me had a completely different life than I did.
Wow.
Very, very weird.
Good that you got that.
I'm so happy I
Right?
had that. Oh my God, the playing outside was so fucking important.
Good old days.
I still love getting away from it. Like
Facts.
anytime I get a chance to go on vacation, it's always somewhere outdoorsy where I don't want to be on my phone at all.
great.
Because so much of our job now is just on the
Consumed.
phone. I'd say 80% of my job is on the internet.
I know.
Being on
Literally.
stage is the easiest, most fun part of my job. It's everything. It's promoting. It's editing clips, producing
I was just about to
everything,
say.
camera, learning how to work a camera, learning how to edit on Premiere Pro. It's fucking exhausting.
That's your release.
So yes, absolutely. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, it's fucking endless. And now it's all kids do. It's so depressing.
I know. I honestly can't imagine.
My kids are gonna hate me because I'm not gonna let them.
No,
do
you're
that.
gonna be
I'm gonna
outside.
force them to do regular shit.
1000%.
And by that time, it's gonna be so normal for people to just have their whole lives in their phone. But if you want to have, I feel like if you want to have any integrity as a human being, you have to experience.
So
some
we're
very
gonna live
things.
inside the metaverse. It's all.
I won't do it.
You're not gonna be on your phone because you're gonna be living inside your phone.
I refuse to do it.
Well, wait.
Ready Player One
What if
shit.
we're already there, guys? We don't even know.
Yeah.
What if this is real? What
Whole
if this isn't real?
simulation.
Yeah.
This game
anything
fucking
real?
sucks, dog. Oh my God. I know some definite glitches that could be fixed.
For sure.
It's like, damn, Jackson got the glitch.
I know, goddamn. Boy, you glitched up. Oh my God.
All right.
So I have a question, real quick.
okay.
So do you, like, when you do big shows or, like, quote unquote black rooms, do you get respect from other comics? Do you feel like they look at you a certain way, seeing a young white guy?
I think it's a respect thing. I kind of got lucky with starting young because, like, nobody's really gonna boo a kid. So it's like I feel like I always got like the benefit of the doubt of being like, regardless of how well he does, he's a kid. It's fine. Like I think once I hit like 25, people were like, okay, now you actually have to kind of be funny and you actually have to do some shit. But by that time, I was already doing it so long. I feel like I was ready to kind of show out whenever. So now I feel like it's a respect thing. I've always gotten so much love and respect from black crowds and black shows and black comedians. I would accredit 98% of my career success to black people. I mean, they gave me the most stage time. They always gave me the most love. They always put money in my pocket. Like, white shows never booked me as a kid, ever. Wow. And what I love about black audiences is that you do have to impress them. Like, there's no middle ground. Black people either love you or hate you. But once you feel that love from like a packed black show, it's fucking it's incomparable. It's so much fucking fun. The energy is just absolutely amazing.
I think that's like low key. I feel like it's a superpower of yours because there's not a lot of white comedians that can do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
like crossing over. I feel like a lot of white comedians stay in a lot of white rooms and they're funny in white rooms. But
go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was saying, but if you tried to migrate that same comedian into a Chocolate Sundaes room, I don't think they would be able to hang.
Different.
That's like one of the few things I'd like humbly say that I'm proud of myself for doing is when I was younger, doing mostly black rooms, people would be like, "Oh, you're gonna be like the next Gary Owen." And I love Gary O, and he's fucking hilarious and a great guy, but I was like, that's not the career I want to have. So now, like, the thing I'm most proud of my material and my writing now is, like, the exact same jokes I did on this show, I'll do in fucking Boise, Idaho for all white people, and it'll get the exact same response.
No, that is because a lot of white comedians come to black rooms, like Chocolate Sundaes, and they start pandering to black people, and it gets really uncomfortable.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like black people can just tell when you're being disingenuous. They can tell when you're trying to impress somebody.
Yeah.
It's so fucking corny.
Yeah.
It's really corny.
But I feel that way about most, like, woke people. Like, people who are white people who are overly woke, I'm like, I don't believe you. Just be a normal fucking person. It's so exhausting to watch you, like, try to get black people to like you.
Right.
If you're just you, they'll probably like you. Maybe not. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Maybe not. But if you're pandering, they're definitely not going to. Yeah.
There's a fine line.
It's annoying.
So we are running out of time, but we do have some kind of questions that we always ask all the comedians. So we want to just kind of like hit these. So we'll cut here, keep recording, but like this will be just like a cut, and then we'll just stitch this all together in the episode. But so we're just gonna hit it, just kind of like quick, funny bits, and this is more for like social. Okay. Okay.
Sure is quiet up here.
Sure is. They can't see any of the lights, none of that. Okay. So. Okay. So. I feel like there's two types of people in the world. There's people that cut their food before they eat, and then people that cut as they go.
Cut as they go.
Who are you?
Definitely cut as you go.
You're a cut as you go?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you don't like to plan your life out at all?
No, I don't know how big of a bite I'm going to want in the next moment. You know what I mean? Oh, that was a big one. Now I didn't chew a little bit, maybe savor this one a little bit longer. But yeah, you never know. And sometimes I want different bites of different stuff.
Okay.
I can't plan out my meal. Are you one of those people who can't have like their foods touch?
Yes.
Really?
That used to be me.
What are you, 5?
That used to be me. I recently now have, I lit the foods, but I do like the separation. I don't like
I do a
doesn't
little.
bother me
I don't
at all.
like juices.
Yeah,
like
juices.
That's different.
Like
Yeah.
greens specifically.
They have to be by
greens
themselves.
juice
Give me
over
mashed
my mac
potatoes.
and cheese
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
But like if mac and cheese is touching the, I don't know, steak or chicken or whatever it may be, does that bother you?
If mac and cheese is mac and cheese, the consistency of mac and cheese is a little thicker.
So I think
right?
the conversation is more about the consistency than like food in general touching other food, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we can all
So
agree
you
on
can't
that.
you can't make like a bowl like with rice and
like a
salad
pollo bowl,
and
like a pollo bowl.
Any type of bowl.
It depends on the ingredients, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so.
I can do a pollo bowl, but I mean if I.
That's a good question because bowls, everything touches.
It's just
And that doesn't
together.
bother
But it's
me.
just the ingredient. It's the idea of it. I mean, a taco or a burrito is all shit touching each other. So
Yeah.
I guess it's just
But it's
is
the presentation.
consistency.
Like if I have a plate
presentation. Yeah.
and I have steak and mashed potatoes and mac and cheese, put that shit separate.
Was also the
And then I'm
flavors
gonna
going
cut. I'm
together.
gonna cut out my steak before I
Wait,
eat.
so you cut your whole steak into pieces before you eat it?
I might be a little psychotic. Yeah.
But I understand that too
my
because you just
God.
want to go. You know, like I don't want to have to. I
So-
just want to take one moment and just barrel
Now
through
that I
it.
think, okay,
I can
maybe
understand
it's
that.
so French toast for sure. I will cut all the French toast before because I don't want to
You're not trying to
cut and
breeze.
eat. Cut and eat. I just want to get it out the way and then I can eat.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Now that you break it down more and more, I kind of want to do that.
Yeah.
Is my life about to be changed?
I think so.
You're welcome.
Chocolate
More,
Sundaes.
more appropriating black culture. Way to go, Matt. Good job.
You're doing great.
You're welcome. Okay. That's one random question. The $100 question?
Yeah. What is something you've purchased, a good or service that's $100 or less that has completely changed your life?
Ooh,
Your greatest purchase.
$100 or less changed my life.
It can't be Fleshlight.
I was gonna say condoms. Definitely save your life. Oh God, that's tough. Maybe my weighted blanket.
Oh my God. Yes.
I think it was
That's
only
a
like
good one.
$70 or
Game
$80. But yeah, weighted blanket.
Is that like for anxiety and stuff like that?
Yeah. But even if you're not having anxiety, it just feels nice. It just feels like you're being cuddled.
It feels like somebody's holding you, really.
Yeah.
Like it's
and you get different weighted ones for like how much you weigh and everything. It's,
Yeah.
And I got the one that's like for people like 250 pounds. It's so fucking
You're
nice.
suffocating.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely. It's so comfy.
Yeah.
That's what changed
Yeah,
my
I've heard
life.
good
I
things about
sleep
those.
better. It
Me
calms
too.
me down.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a great answer.
Are you guys okay? Is everyone? Because it sounds very lonely of
I'll be okay.
a gift to buy. Everyone's good?
I'm
be all right.
thriving, honestly.
You all right?
My pillows are my bae.
Okay. Cool. And then.
Oh, tell us the worst advice a comedian has ever given you.
Oh, sorry. I stepped on your line. Go again.
Tell us the worst advice a comedian has ever given you.
Worst advice someone has ever given me.
A comedian.
A comedian has ever given me.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. It can be life
No,
advice.
I'll do comedian. It's tough because they all mean well. At the end of the day, like, especially when you're young and you're starting out in comedy, everyone wants to give you advice. Everyone wants, you got to do it like this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And a lot of it is really like structural, important things that you do have to learn. But so much of it is stuff that you can't just hear it and go, okay, I'll do that. It's things that take years sometimes to go, now I'm doing the thing they told me to always do. But bad advice, I hope this isn't a beat around the answer, but I would say at the end of the day, you have to trust you. I know that's not answering the question directly, but like you can't take everybody's advice. Even if it's such a balance between being like, okay, you do have to get an outside person's perspective on something you might be doing wrong, because you can't see how it comes across sometimes. But at the end of the day, you have to do what feels right to you. I can't tell you how many times I ask somebody for advice on something, and they'll go, I don't like that. Well, I'll go, fuck, what do you know? I still like my idea better. So, I mean, just don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to everybody. I know that's not really directly answering the question, but bad advice would be listening to everybody.
Yeah.
And just to echo what you're saying, I feel like that mentality is probably what led you to self-produce your special.
Absolutely. It took literally last year I had an epiphany of a moment when I was talking to my friend Eric Griffin, a very funny comic. I was asking his advice on something that he didn't quite comprehend, but I believed in it so much. And he was like, why are you asking me? He was, if you believe something works, you have to show people why it will work. Other people obviously don't think that's a thing that's going to work, or they would have done it already. So if you think it's going to work and you believe in your idea, you do the shit. And it made me reflect on my entire career, like the DMing with DL Hughley to ask for a guest spot at 15. That's an insane person thing to do.
Yes.
That formally, that's not professional to do. But I did it. I didn't. If I would have asked another comedian, should I DM one of the kings of comedy and ask to do a guest spot on his show? He'd be like, that's not how you go about it. But if you trust yourself,
you want to start with the open mics and then work your way up.
Exactly. You've been doing comedy 6 months. You're going to open for DL.
Yeah.
That's what we call a hater.
100%. But formally, that would be the correct route to take.
Yeah.
But that's listening to other people. So
right.
You have to trust your own instinct. You're going to be wrong sometimes, and you need to be wrong
winners
sometimes.
do.
But yeah, you have to bet on yourself.
So what came from the YouTube special? Like
tour dates. A lot more people come to my shows. I wanted to do something. I realized I had no full content out there of my stand-up. Everything people had known me for was like Wild 'N Out or something on TV.
Oh wow!
But like at my heart and my core, I'm a comedian. That is my entire life. And I was like, man, why can't I build more of a stand-up audience? And I realized I wasn't putting out anything.
Well,
I didn't,
digitally, I'd say.
Because where
yes. I first met you, I don't know if you remember this, but it was during the pandemic, at the backyard thing where you
guys. The truck.
Wait,
you came to that?
Yeah.
Jamming
that was
the van?
it was in the back of my fucking no, not jamming the van. This is in the back of my apartment complex.
Oh wow.
We were the first show in Los Angeles to do comedy once the pandemic happened.
And it was cool. It was a cool vibe. It was real cool. Like they had benches and it was really organized and like separated, but it was just literally a pickup truck was the stage. And they had the spotlight and like the step and repeat, and I feel like that's just who you are. It's
you gotta keep betting on yourself.
You get it done. You do the shit.
Again, if you would have asked somebody else, hey, should I pay each one of my apartment neighbors $100 to let us do this thing in the back? They'd be like, sure. Like it's a stupid idea. No one's gonna do it. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Probably wouldn't have tried it, but just did it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I realized I wasn't putting stuff out, so I was like, I have all this material. Nobody wants to give me a special. Nobody wants to put me on their platforms. And I'm tired of doing these jokes. I want to move on to the next chapter of my career, and I don't want to waste good material that I like and I'm proud of. So decided to put it out. It gave people who have never had direct access to me a show, give them something to watch and become a fan of. I was like, why don't I have more fans? I was like, what are you doing to make somebody a fan of you?
That's dope.
And that was kind of like my realization moment to start putting out more stuff.
That's life advice too. I feel like that's anything. That's comedy related, but I feel like just in general, if you're a creator at the house, just you got to put out your work. You got to give people a chance to love you.
True.
If you feel like
And
you're
don't wait
supposed
for the
to
call.
if you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere, or you should be getting a certain opportunity, you have to ask yourself, what are you actually doing to get there? What are you actually doing? You can want it. You can be putting in a little bit of work from time to time, of course. But like, are you doing everything you could? Probably not.
I told Matt the only reason he's not famous is because he's a white guy. Like, it's not a good time for normal white. He's a heterosexual white guy.
The cards are really stacked against you on this one, bud.
I picked the worst time in history. God, we had such a good run.
What'd you say on your spot? He said, I'm a new white. I just got here. Like,
wow, y'all remember this? That's
Yes.
adorable. Thank you.
He did. I died.
Thank you.
But
Yes,
you're just
definitely.
like an all-American looking heterosexual white guy. You know, you
Awful.
gotta.
I'm
you
sorry.
Have something to you.
I know.
Look, maybe you start applying to those OnlyFans things. Get that little check next to your name, and then
We gonna go somewhere.
then you blow up.
There you go.
That's the sacrifice I gotta make. Are you really doing everything you could be doing to
Right?
be where you want to be?
We finna
I'm
though.
not. I'm not busting on my chest on the internet yet. I'm being lazy, and I'm sorry.
Step it up.
Handle
Sorry.
that.
Step it up.
I'm
Okay. Last two questions. What if you? This is the social one, and then we're gonna do the chocolate Sundaes one. It's your birthday.
Okay.
You invite your friends to celebrate your birthday. Are they supposed to pay for you, or do you pay for your friends to come and celebrate your birthday?
I have always paid for my friends to come celebrate my birthday.
See, this is a whole new thing.
You're
I
a
don't-
great friend.
I know,
You're a good
and I'm not happy about it. I wish my friends would be like, nah, we're going to take it.
They
Don't get
make
me
you
wrong.
pay on your birthday?
It's not a make me pay. It's I, for the most part of my career and life and friendship, have been
The most successful friend.
the most successful friend in a lot of regards. So it's, I've always been in a better financial situation. So say one year I wanted to go do Big Bear Mountains up the lake, and I wanted to get a big cabin out there and invite all my friends. We all stay in this cabin and we, party favors, drinking, and rent a boat on the lake and everything like that. I wanted to do that, but I knew my friends weren't in a situation to really pitch in and split this all the way. So I was like, I'm gonna front it. Whatever y'all want to throw me, if you all want to throw me $100 each or something like that, I would appreciate it. Or they would buy the drinks or something like
Right.
that. If it's my birthday and we're just at a bar or a club, whatever, they'll buy my drinks and stuff like that. But if it's like an event that I know it's something I want to do,
makes sense.
I'm not gonna force them to pay for it or ask them to
sense.
do it. I'm inviting them. I would like to.
Yeah.
I want to do it so we can all have fun. I'm putting us in a position to have fun.
You're a good friend. Because
Yeah,
I want
that makes
my
sense.
friends to go into credit card debt for me on my birthday. That's
Childish.
You're not a good friend if you don't. Like,
Matt,
honestly,
you're like a 45-year-old man.
No,
stuck
I'm like,
in a
I'm like,
26-year-old
you're not
body.
26.
I know.
Like, you
Thank you.
really
Why are
allude
you
way
so
older
mature?
than that.
Why
I
is
know.
beyond your
Did you have
years.
a rough childhood?
I should really get back to being a fuckboy. I know.
No.
Wasting a lot of good
I
years.
feel like you got 4 more years of fuckboy in you. You know what I'm saying?
The 20s is it.
The 20s are it.
That's it.
But 30s I might have money. so that's a different
true.
level of fuckboy.
It's
you
a
know?
real
right.
playground then.
That's fly
I
you
wouldn't
out
revert
years.
back. I mean, the bitches do love that. That's a
I
whole
would
different set
never
of
fly a
women.
girl out. I would never fly
Why
a girl
not?
out, ever.
They love that.
Dude, I know they do. But like, I would never spend money to fly. If I can't get laid in a city that I'm in,
That is a valid point.
I have no game.
That's true. Because sometimes the bitches don't even look at you until you say, I'm going to put you on a plane. And all of a sudden, you look real nice.
Well, have fun in that Southwest middle seat because that I'm using this voucher for. I've flown like a girl I was dating out, to, like my active girlfriend to like shows in like fun cities or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, never like a girl that I just wanted to smash. I would never do that. If a girl in New Jersey was like, if you fly me out, I'll fuck you. I'm like, why would you fuck me when I get to New Jersey at some point?
I see.
I'm not like desperate. It's sad.
It's sad.
I don't care how many miles you have.
Okay. Any more questions before we wrap?
No.
Matt, before we ask the last question, thank you for coming on, man.
Yes,
This
thank
is just
you.
amazing
Always.
conversation.
I love
really
this.
was.
Yeah.
Anything you want to share with us?
I'll let you take
Are you asking like for confessions or to
Yeah.
plug something?
Sound like
Is
that.
there any drama that
Yeah.
you'd like exposed? No. No beefs that you got in the streets?
No, I don't have any beef with
Okay.
anybody,
No
man.
baby mamas?
God, I hope not.
Okay.
We finna find out.
Do you have any comedy beefs?
None? No, I don't have beef with
That's
anybody.
another question we should ask.
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I literally, I don't have a problem with fucking anybody. I know there's a lot of people who don't like me, but it's people who I've probably never met.
Who do you think doesn't like you, Matt?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no,
Messy.
no.
I'm like, why are you so messy?
No, that's a
The
good-
girls
it's
during his fuckboy
No,
years, first of all.
no, comedians wise, I remember this was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I remember I got a call from my agent, who was like, hey man, you have to be like more personable or something like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, I just got off the phone with a client of mine. He says, every time you're around a comedy club, you're always like standoffish and have like a kind of like an asshole energy, like you're better than everybody. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm nice to everybody. I say hello, even people I don't fucking know. I'm like, good to see you. How you been? I'm not rude to anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's anybody. Everybody's gonna have people who don't like you.
Welcome to my world.
People don't like you.
They say about me here.
You got a good resting bitch face.
Mm-hmm.
You do have good resting bitch face.
I was talking about yours, but
me?
too. Yeah, I'm saying you probably do too. But
I don't think so.
Okay, ready? 1, 3. Resting bitch face on 3. 1, 2, 3.
that's not it.
No, that's
I
not
feel
it.
like that face says, like, I'm tired of talking to you, but I'll keep listening.
And truthfully, I wouldn't talk to you either because it's like, no, you gonna bite my
there
head
it is
off.
right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally.
See, yeah, I couldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't talk to you.
You want to take the last question, Lani?
I don't know what it is.
What does chocolate Sundaes mean to
Oh,
you?
yeah. Tell us how you feel about chocolate sundaes. What does it mean to you?
I think it takes
How
up
is
a
it different from
perfectly
other
good
shows?
Sunday evening. I'm kidding. What does it mean to me?
How is it different than other places, other shows?
I'm trying not to give like a generic like race answer because that's the obvious answer. No, I mean it is. I mean this is like the known urban show in Los Angeles. It has been for fucking decades.
I take high offense to being classified as urban.
What would you like it to be called?
I would like to be just called African American, black. You know,
African American.
You're asking-
African
You
American.
still want to be called?
Well, I feel like
black.
African American is a certain, economic status. You know,
It's proper.
Interesting.
there's
No, everyone. Oh my!
like the Cosbys
my best friend is
Terrible.
black.
were African American.
Were they?
On the show.
All of them?
On the show.
Terrible reference.
On the show. On the television show.
No, but I hear everyone saying stop saying African American. It's just black.
There's so many versions of what black
Yeah,
is.
we'll talk about it at our meeting this week, and I'll let y'all know when we come to it.
Yeah, let me know
Please
what
do
you
let
want
us
to
know.
call
We're gonna
us.
circle back.
Just text me, just so I know what to call myself to my other
I gotcha.
black/African American colleagues.
We need to know.
This being the premier urban African American black show in Hollywood, it's been this way for decades. Like the fact everybody and their mother has had a show in this town. That's like my weekly or monthly show. You know what I mean? It usually starts off monthly. And then maybe if you're killing it for the first 6 months, they'll move it to bi-weekly. So to have a show go for so many years, weekly, 2 shows on a Sunday, when people have to work the next day, and for it to be thriving for as long as it says, it speaks so much for itself. Like this is one of the best shows. This is one of the most fun shows anybody could have in the entire country. The crowds are fucking amazing. The people who run it are pretty okay.
Are they pretty or pretty okay? Hi.
You guys can follow me at
Perfect answer.
no the
Perfect answer.
The prestige of the show it speaks for itself. This it's shown me nothing but love. I've never had anything but a good time here, and I've seen so many people not have a good time here, and it's hilarious. Because every comedian knows like this is the fun show. If you're a good comedian, you come to this show and you fucking have a great time. 'Cause a lot of our shows are work. You know what I mean? And this show is just if you're funny, the energy's amazing. Like the hosts, no matter who they are, amazing. The DJ's always on point. The crowds are always great. It's just fun.
Yeah.
That's what it means to me.
Thank you, Matt. Great
Love it.
answer.
And I'm happy to add diversity.
Hey, we're
And
happy
we're
to
happy-
have you.
We are happy to
That's
have
the
you.
only. That's the only reason I book you, actually.
I'm totally okay with
Affirmative
that.
action.
Canceled.
I'm so fine
Use me.
with that. Yeah, tell Insecure the same thing. I'm so about, or The Shy, any of them.
Awesome. What do you have coming up? And then that's going to be to this camera here. Just
When
to let us know.
do you think this will come out?
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm just I'm gearing up for a really big tour through October, November. We're doing Denver, New Jersey, Atlanta, Nashville, Birmingham, New York, Chicago for New Year's,
Damn.
actually. So this is just off the top of my
Staying
head. And a lot
busy.
of them are like selling out already.
Yay.
So if you want to come see me, come get the
Congrats.
tickets. Just at mattrifeofficial.com has links to all the cities. Would love to see y'all there. Come see what it's about, I guess.
Who are you performing with?
Just me.
You don't have an opener feature?
Every now and then, if I can have a friend come out with me, I do. Which I love that finally too, because I have some friends who are like more on the come up side, that they're just happy for the stage time. So like usually they'll cover their airfare ticket. They'll make just enough money to cover the airfare, but like we share a room. We just write, laugh, have a good time, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's always just friends of mine.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Matt.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Matt.
Literally anytime. I love the Red Table Talk. This is great.
Yes, literally. It's black, but it's fine.
It's African American.
Yeah.
And
I beat you to it.
Wow.
Right. We let everybody know once again where they can find you on all social media platforms.
All my social media is just at Matt Rife, MatTrife, except for TikTok is Matt_Rife. And yeah, that's it. Check out my hour comedy special on YouTube called Matt Rife OnlyFans. I think you'll like it.
Hilarious.
It's so good.
Thank you. Thank
Lani, where can they find you?
At chocolatesundaes.com.
Lani is the definition of private but not secret.
No. Write a book. I need to understand.
Oh, I am.
Low-key Lani.
I'm working on it.
Low-key Lani in the building.
Low-key Lani.
I
Awesome.
like that. Has a great ring to it.
Yeah,
It is.
low-key Lani.
I like it.
You can find me on Instagram. Rich made that one. The number 1.
And I am at It's Kamari Love. This was your Sunday Scoop. Thank you. Catch us next time.
Later. Bye-bye.